What's going on, guys? Jack Haber 70 here, bringing you another video. This one's going to be doing another game review, this time on Dragon Age 2. The awaited sequel to Dragon Age Origins. Released back in 2011 to state the fans. A lot of hype is built around this game. The hype for this game reached breaking point. And when it came out, it got mixed reactions. Reviewers were giving it best game of the decade, best game of the 2000s. Fans were giving it a meh. So who was right? Was it the reviewers or was it the fans? I decided to find out. It may be the second game in the series, in the 3-game series so far, but this was my first Dragon Age. I got this when I was 12. I got this I got this when I was 11. I got this when it first came out. And when I first played this game, if I reviewed this game, if I had my YouTube channel, and reviewed it when it first came out, I would have agreed with the reviewers. I would have said, hey, could be 10 out of 10. Considering I played Origins, I'm agreeing with the fans. This game it's a letdown. BioWare, what is this? Take that away. Take that away. What does that say? Dragon Age. Dragon Age. This is your star. This is your IP. And you let EA screw it. Let EA screw it. So just people going home and you shut the door. Don't be disturbed. You let EA screw it. But let's move on to this review. Dragon Age 2, look, it'd be easier for me just to focus on the easy aspects first. The good aspects. Amazingly improved combat system. Revolutionary combat system. Amazing. To an extent, of course. Of course, everything's going to go to an extent. Your party's combat is quick, fast-paced, amazing. Your enemies and everyone else is still Dragon Age Origins combat. It breaks your character broken, and you're unstoppable, so yeah. Stupid. But the combat system was really cool mechanics coming into it, and just adds to the game's strong points. But for a combat system to be one of the game's strongest points, instead of a story and everything, this review is gonna go bad. Let's move on to the next great part. Improved graphics. Yeah, there we go. They've improved the graphics. Still not great. Still not revolutionary, but they've been improved. Quite substantial, actually. Quite substantial improvement. Looks cleaner. Looks much better. You still have a few pop-ins and a few graphics problems, but that's it. And I didn't run into any like Origins and Waking like that in your Let's Plays. You've seen I'm running into frame rate issues. Dragon Age 2 I didn't run into any frame rate issues, which is pretty cool. How they've been able to sustain the frame rate through the entire game I played. I don't know if there's any other problems with the frame rate for other people, but I didn't find a problem with it. Other aspects of the game which were pretty cool were the different kinds of armor they added in, and the enchanting styles, and all the crafting bits were really cool. And like how you didn't craft them because let's be honest here, crafting them without learning it first is pretty stupid. So it's pretty cool to bring it in and have these little contacts you get to give you these recipes, and you put origin to them and they make it for you. And in Act 2 you get Sandaled and he'll start doing stuff for you, making runes for you and enchanting weapons and everything for you, which again is awesome. 5 minutes into the video and I'm done with the good points. On to the bad points. You're an RPG. What's your main? What should be the main? What should be an RPG's main focus? A story. The story was so short, so small scale, trapped in one city. It's not important. The story isn't important. I really think Dragon Age 2 was just a DLC for Dragon Age Inquisition. Like a lead up to that. That's all it was. The only important part in Dragon Age 2 was the Act 3, when the Mage Templar War finally breaks out. That's like the only important thing that happens. Act 1 and 2 is not important. So, I was just saying, it's so small scale, the story, and compared to Origins, where you're defending a nation, this is a city. It's awful. Next part. The change in models. It's a bit of an iffy pick to make, but I don't like it. The Darkspawn models mainly. The Hurt Locks. You didn't see any Gen Locks in this one. Unless you bought the Legacy DLC, you did not see a Gen Lock, but that changed as well. Why do you change the Darkspawn model? I prefer the Dragon Age Origins model over the Dragon Age 2 model. The Dragon Age 2 model looks like the freaking skeletons. Dragon Age Origins looks like Darkspawn. So, another mistake made by BioWare and EA. But it's just stupid. You still have your moving on from there, but models and everything. You still have your invisible walls. You still have you have invisible walls. You have doors you can't go through. Like you don't have the option even if it's locked. You don't get to know if it's locked or not. You just can't do anything with it. It's just there. You run into it. You don't get to see it. Go, oh, it's locked. Key required or locked. Nothing, insufficient skill, or nope, you just can't do anything. Invisible wall. You can't go past certain areas. Stupid still. And last but not least, the reusing of areas. The amount of times I went through the same area, killed the same enemies. Was I playing an MMO? No, I was playing Dragon Age 2. I was playing this, not an MMO. Fantastic, right? Fantastic game. Props up to you, BioWare. Fantastic. On to my main gripe with this game now. What was the gripe? What did people have the problem with? Restrictions. An RPG with restrictions. Who have ever heard of it, right? As games should go on, you should be able to do more. But BioWare is trying to show here, or EA is forcing it onto them, you've been given restrictions. You can only change your companion's weapons, being what their class, which BioWare decides their class. Like Dragon Age Origins, Alistair starts off as a sword and board, sword and shield. You can change him into two-handed, you can change him into dual wielding. This game you have, let's say, Aveline Valen. Sword and board. You can't change her. She's got to be a sword and board. You cannot change her. Fenris, two-handed warrior. Cannot change it. And Sebastian, archer. Varric, archer. Can't change him. You can't even change Varric's weapon. Fuck you, BioWare. But it's pretty stupid that they put restrictions on it. And you can't change their armor either. What? Why can't I change their armor? It's an RPG. I've scrounged armor and only I can use it. So basically, sell all. So basically, here's a tip for you guys who knows Dragon Age 2. You should already play it if you want to watch this review. But here's a tip for you. If you don't want to use the armor, sell it. Because it's no use to you. You're not going to use it. Your companions can't use it. Get gold for it. Because goodness hell in Act 1 you need gold. 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 And I feel like Dragon Age 2 really just... Look, Dragon Age Origins, you set the bar here. Here. Dragon Age 2, you came here. You see the gap? Times that by 100. But they're on a times 100 scale. That's how far Dragon Age 2 came off the scale, came off the bar. I still have some more problems with this game now. Some good. I still have one good point. Going back to the good points. Actually, I'll end the good on good points. Another bad point is the voice acting. Look, this is a mixed reaction. People saying the voice acting is good. People saying the voice acting is bad. I'm going with the voice acting is bad. I go with two people I'm watching these videos. I'm watching reviews, in their opinions. Togoff, Angry Joe. Angry Joe is probably more common for you guys. And you guys are watching this, you might have heard of Angry Joe, maybe not Togoff. Togoff says the voice acting is not needed, it's stupid, because it takes away the in-depth of the game, and it takes away the way you feel attached to your character, because the character may not sound the way you want him to sound, or say what you want to say, or just act the way you want to say something. Angry Joe, on the other hand, says it's needed. It's modern gaming. You should have voice acting. You've done it in Mass Effect, do it in Dragon Age. And I'm gonna go with Togoff here. I agree. Voice acting is not needed. It does take away from being the in-depth game. It does make the game sound idiotic. And you're not giving enough. If you want to do it, I've been saying. I said this in Black Ops. My Black Ops Let's Play, and the end of the Let's Play. Games should start making where you gotta have your headset. If you want to be a voice actor, have your headset. You put it on, and during the cutscenes, they'll speak to you, and you give your response yourself. It's your voice, nothing else. I want that. I want that to happen, so you can say what the hell do you want to say. Games need to start doing that. I think it's gonna take a while. May never happen, but that is what I think should happen. What else happened with Dragon Age 2? Hell, this game failed so much that people giving up on Dragon Age Inquisition before you even played it. There was no hope going into it. That fucked you over, didn't it? But Dragon Age 2, that's the biggest disappointment I've ever played. The sex scenes are stupid. The characters are unmemorable. I only remember some of the companions because I can remember Dragon Age is my favorite series. It's a game you really don't need to go replay unless you want to replay the whole series, or just replay something stupid, can waste time. The game itself's probably only like 20 hours long. DLC's pointless, not really useful to the story itself, to Hawk itself, the main character. Hawk's unrelatable and you're not really attachable. And the way they're trying to force sex down your throat every turn. BioWare, please grow up and make good game, please. Dragon Age Origins was amazing. Mass Effect 2 was amazing. Mass Effect 1 was amazing. I think before this is like one of your first bad games, and Star Wars Rebels as well. I reviewed 3 BioWare games, and 2 of them have had god awful reviews coming from me. But with all that, what was the last good point I said? The way they've mapped out the inventory is pretty cool. I like that they've mapped out the inventory with the junk section and everything, and I like that. That's pretty cool. And the mechanics of selling the junk and everything is also good. So you didn't have all bad coming from this game. But oh well. What's Dragon Age 2 gonna get from me? I'm gonna actually give Dragon Age 2 a 6 out of 10. It's an above average game. Yeah, I did shit on this game a lot, but it's tough love. I love Dragon Age series, so it's tough love. Dragon Age BioWare needed tough love to be able to succeed and get back in our good books. That's how they do it. That's how they do. They're back in my good books. So I did for you for Dragon Age Inquisition. But right now, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your review. And I'll see you guys on the next Jack Hour 7 show.